Thank you, Boris Karachev. Let's continue with Ruth Schagemann.
Grazie mille.
I hope fine. After a long time, I am enjoying my stay very much here in Venice. Originally trained as an architect, my home base is the Chamber of Architects in Baden-Württemberg.
The microphone.
Okay, here, better. I oversee national and international policy. I'm also a member of the Executive Board of the Architects' Council of Europe. I thank our host, President Francesco Micheli from the Italian National Council of Architects, and my board colleague from ACE, Diego Zoppi, very much for making this conference possible. The topic is crucial. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to speak about digital design and construction from the point of view of the competent authorities, highlighting 5 findings and bringing up the liberal profession with regulatory standards. We just heard it from Boris. And today we are meeting in Venice, a city where all professions were stringently, systematically organized already in the 13th century to take part in the common challenge of innovation and a guarantee of quality. Architects are small, shine in many shades of black, and are traditional. They are far removed from expansionary policies. For 90% of our colleagues, the shiny world of digital design and construction is not part of everyday work. Why is it like that? It's about tools. Undoubtedly, all of us know some tools of the digital sphere, but nobody of us knows all these tools. We are talking about, for example, software tools, building information modeling as a holistic approach, or computer-aided design, construction management software, just to name a few. We are also speaking about hardware tools, such as drones, lasers, 3D printers, robots, virtual reality devices, augmented reality. To know some of these tools, or even to apply some of these tools, does not make a holistic digital design and construction process. However, it is very unlikely that we will ever be able to integrate all related tools, nor is it necessary, as the whole digitalization process will finally lead to a broad application of artificial intelligence. Let's have a look at the expectations. Expectations of the digital design and construction process. One must understand the paradigm shift that goes along with the digitalization of design and building. A modern building will have a parallel life in a digital space. It is created as a complete model. It is about pulling information rather than waiting for information. The construction is basically only a deduction of the digital model. You could say that the model is the original and the physical building is the replica. So, what do we expect? Digital data from the site, digital design and planning process, digital permission proceedings, digital customization and production process, digital communication process, digital construction process on site, paperless building site, digital quality management, digital controlling, digital facility management, digital building material database, and digital evaluation processes like pre- and post-occupancy evaluation. It becomes clear that there will be an increase of complexity, but also understanding of the manifold relations which are involved in the design and building process. Obviously, it demands a high level of commitment. So why do we do it? It's about economy. The reason is to optimize all criteria which are relevant in the design and construction process. Increasing design accuracy, cost certainty, optimizing construction time, error prevention, capital expenditure, CAPEX, operating expenditure, OPEX. But apart from purely economic aspects, also functional, social, health, cultural, and environmental aspects are crucial. It is about realizing the possible advantage of the project in beforehand. As you can see, it all depends on communication. Interface providing digital data. Communication between authorities, architects, and clients. Communication between hardware and software. Communication between building surrounding environment. The standardization must be so high and open source that more and more aspects can be integrated in future. Everyone must be able to program something. The main task is to standardize between all aspects with the lowest possibility of barriers and the lowest probability of errors. It is a new digital universe, and it is unlimited. How can professional policy foster this process? If it is up to the European Commission, professional policy does not help at all. Allegedly, the regulation of the profession is an obstruction in many ways, so also for the digitalization. My favorite argument of the European Commission is mandatory membership in professional organizations, supposedly raising expenditures that could be used for investment and innovative technology. But that is nonsense. According to European-wide surveys, the cost for the necessary tools exceeds by far more in any possible fee for professional associations or competent authorities. And now coming back to us architects, to our profession. What are our professional policy options to achieve these challenges? If you leave it to the market, little happens and very slowly. May the following 5 claims encourage you for further discussion. First, education. It must become regular part of the education, thus recognition requirements for future architects. It has to be implemented in the education already on school level. For those who just graduated, it must become a part of a mandatory continuous practical development. There must be a low threshold offers in this field also for continuous practical development. Second, scope of service. We should care that these new skills remain part of the basic service provision of the architects. But we can certainly ask to what extent it can become part of the special service provision of architects or even other professions. This offers the chance for new business models in the architectural field. Third, remuneration and liability. As you can see, it is a question of remuneration, liability, and investment risk of the architect. Studies show that more than 3/4 of the architect's offices cannot name their own necessary investment costs in these digital tools or name the gain in architecture fees. Fourth, the public sector. We expect that the public building sector develops a roadmap for the implementation of digital design and construction process. The public building sector must demand and fund innovation approaches in the digitalization process.
30 seconds, please.
Yep. The public sector is the beacon in this process and must lead by example. Fifth and last, claim manufacturers involve the architects in development of the application and add on in order to maintain highest possible flexibility and independence on the building components. This implementation will lead to another Baukultur and high quality of architecture and built environment. We should embrace and welcome the upcoming changes. We as architects, as principal designers, are the forefront of innovation. It has always been for centuries, and I hope it will be for the future. Thank you very much.